We have people graduating, but graduating into what? Wage slavery, debt slavery after getting an education. We have the world's first trillionaire. Meanwhile, the Teslas and the Starlinks are being mined by slaves. We need workers' rights. We need protections for workers, better pay for workers, unions, more unions. We need politicians that work for us, not for money, not for insider trading. We need universal health care. We need universal child care. We need housing first. There's so much we need. Check this video out.
We should be building houses for people to live in for free. There should be hundreds, if not thousands, of different teams that just go around building houses for people, and all of the materials and labor should be provided by the US government. It should be no different than what the military is used for. Anyone can just sign up for the military and get put somewhere and you can serve your country. But there should be other ways of serving your country rather than just going to war. You sign up for the military, they pay for your housing, your food, your necessities, everything. They pay you to be in the military. There should be somewhere where you can sign up to build houses for your country, where you just travel the country and build. And your housing or room is paid for and your food is paid for, all the necessities. The US government could easily do this, but they choose to not do this. There's millions of people out here that would just sign up and volunteer to go travel the country and build as long as their food and housing was being paid for. There's more than enough land and resources in this country where no one should have to worry about acquiring a house. That's how you would make America great again. You would build houses for every person in this country, instead of sucking the life and the money out of everyone here. I would gladly serve my country if the word serving my country actually meant something important. Because going and fighting a war so that billionaires can become trillionaires is not serving your country. Our country should be building homes for people that live in our country, regardless of how much money they have or how much profit we're gonna make. It would be no different than what the military is, volunteering to serve your country. The reason why something like this will never happen is because we put profits before everything else. Profit always has and always will be more important than the people that live in the country. If your government cared about you in the slightest bit, this is something that they would do. To be honest, you really wouldn't even need that much manual labor from real people, because we're at a point now where we can literally 3D print entire neighborhoods. We're at a point as a species where we can print houses and neighborhoods, but people still don't have houses. America could be great, but it's intentionally not because it wouldn't be profitable. We should be building.
What a creative idea that last guy had, right? What if we had... What if we decided to build housing for everybody that lasts? What if we got rid of the bullshit zoning laws and had walkable, bikeable, light rail utopias where cars are an option and not a necessity?
Just get a skill, learn a new skill to get a better paying job. That's all you gotta do. My brother in Christ, we all can't be software engineers working in Silicon Valley making 6 figures a year. Someone has to work at the grocery store you go to. Someone has to work at the gas station you go to. Someone has to be a janitor at all these places. Why are we punishing them for jobs that need to be there for society to exist in the first place? Just get a...
Our workers are suffering here in America. Me personally, I've never had a job that has paid me enough to be able to afford the necessities, all of my necessities for myself. We need to reform labor laws. We need to reform how much people are getting paid. We need to make sure that people who work, especially if you work, but whether you work or not, you deserve to afford to live, right? But especially if you work, no matter how low skilled the work is, you deserve to live. And you deserve to afford a workable wage and a livable wage, and yeah, you know what I'm saying. You know the talking point. There's not enough damn money. Rent is too damn high. We got money for war, but we can't feed the poor. It's fucking ridiculous. Corporations are sucking up all the money. We have a trillionaire, and slaves are working for his fucking companies.
I have stage 2 cancer, and because of chemotherapy, I haven't been able to work at all since February. I've been on mandatory medical leave, and I am over $20,000 in debt from medical expenses and from other expenses related to cancer and from not being able to work. And I just found out that I'm gonna lose my medical insurance coverage, and I don't really know how to feel, and I don't really know what to do.
That last video was heartbreaking. And that's why I will keep repeating over and over, we need universal health care. That's why I will keep repeating the policies that I believe in over and over until they are true, until they become enacted in our society. People are suffering just like that girl. Me personally, I can't afford any. I don't want to go too deep into it, but I can't afford all of my medical bills. I have medical treatment that I am lacking because I can't afford it. I know people in my life that have went without medical treatment because they cannot afford it. People that have medical insurance, but it takes up half of their check paying their medical insurance. I make $1,300 a month. $1,300 a month. And $200 I pay of that $1,300, $200 to medical insurance. I'm making nothing, and I'm still paying for this bullshit. So many people need universal health care. We need health care to be free so that we can lift this burden off of society and we can live happier lives, healthier, freer lives. So I will keep repeating it. Yes, we need universal health care. Yes, we need universal child care. Yes, we need housing first. Subsidized housing. Yes, we need walkable cities and high-speed rail. Yes, we need, what else do we need? We need antitrust laws to be enacted so all these fucking companies can't fucking price gouge us to death.
But if everybody has a place to go, nobody will want to work. Really, that's funny because since Finland implemented housing first, their unemployment rate has gone down. Interestingly enough, they actually saved money because crime related to homelessness, including petty theft and other simple offenses, actually went down. So they saved money on their emergency services, made people more productive members of society, got them back into the job field, and all of this saved them money. From 2008 to 2022, Finland got their homelessness down 68%. Their homelessness is now around 0.02%. So they helped out basically the entire population considerably, and their entire country is better off for it. Imagine that. Finland only has 5.5 million people. Great. We have a lot more land than Finland. We have cities here with bigger budgets than all of Finland. All of the lies and excuses you hear, they're so easily debunked and disproven. And at this point, you guys are working so hard to make sure that everyone else's life is miserable, probably including yours too. Because most people that support these kind of policies that make it terrible for the working class and better for billionaires, they don't actually have money. They would benefit greatly from housing first or universal health care. Isn't it crazy when you treat human beings like human beings and not disposable garbage, that you actually have a much stronger and efficient society? Wild concept, right? All the data shows that providing a stable life and providing safeguards so people aren't out on the streets in crazy medical debt, society is better. So, again, why do you not want to change the system? You guys want needless suffering. At the end of the day, we all deserve a good life. And if you disagree with that, you're either a bad person or you're uneducated. It's either one or the two. There's no third option. It just is what it is. And I'm sorry to be the one to tell you that, but the working class should always be put first. But if
Finland can do it, we can do it in America. If Finland can do it, and Finland was successful with it, then we are obligated to do it in America. Housing first needs to be here in America. We need houses for everybody. From the bottom of my heart, I believe in this. If you make me president, in 2032, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. John Beck, 2032.